Guys, it's me, Carrie, and yes, I am back with one more short video for today. I had completely forgotten my awesome friend Leslie Dawn Whimsy, I will link her channel down below, tagged me yesterday in a fun what are your top 5 favorite movies tag, and it's tough for me. I mean, I picked 5 right away that are the 5 ones that I go to in my mind in terms of, like, if I want to watch something, they're generally among the first ones that I would grab. But there are so many more that I wish I could have included that I may have to do like a separate honorable mentions video sometime. Because I'm a horror film junkie, and none of these are even horror movies. Well, technically one is, I suppose. It's questionable. Some people consider it a drama, some say horror. I'm on the fence about what I consider it. But anyway, my number one favorite movie is the only one in this grouping that I'll be doing today that can somehow fall into the horror category. The rest are, well, one is a family film, and the other 3 are quote-unquote chick flicks, for lack of a better word. I think that their appeal is far-reaching, and that men should watch them as well because they're wonderful movies. But anyway, to get to the point, one of them, White Oleander. I absolutely love this movie. I love the book as well, but I'm going to be honest, I actually prefer the movie. And I had listened to the audiobook recently and realized, and I guess I didn't remember from having read the book, that the ending is completely different than the movie. And I like the movie ending better. So go figure. I know generally people prefer the books to the movies, but this has an amazing all-star cast. As you can see on this cover, you've got Alison Lohman, who I had the great honor and privilege of meeting in August at Monster Mania, her very first convention ever, and she is the sweetest, sweetest person. I loved her so much. She's so awesome. Robin Wright, who I fell in love with back in the 80s when she was on Santa Barbara. I know most people know her first from The Princess Bride. No, Robin and I go way back. We go back to soap opera days, and I adore her as well. Michelle Pfeiffer, who, I mean, please, has that woman ever had a career misstep? I don't think so, and that includes Grease too, which I absolutely find a guilty pleasure, and if it's on, I watch it. Let's bowl, let's rock and roll. I love Grease too. I know Michelle's probably not fond of that one, but I still love it. And Renee Zellweger is also brilliant in this movie, and I just absolutely love it. Patrick Fugit is in it as well. It's an awesome story. Definitely, definitely highly recommend it if you haven't seen it before. And I like that. I feel like I'm one of the, like, there's 5 of us, like, blonde women on the cover here. That makes me feel kind of cool. But anyway, I love White Oleander. Next up, we have The Virgin Suicides. Again, another brilliant book and brilliant film. And once again, I prefer the movie to the book. There's a fairly significant difference in the ending. And I, again, prefer the way the movie handles it as opposed to how the book handles it. Again, another powerhouse female cast, led by Ms. Kirsten Dunst, who was amazing. You've got Kathleen Turner in here. Gosh, I'm reading the back because I can't even think. James Woods, not really into him as a human being, but he was good in this movie. Josh Hartnett, I believe this might have been one of his earliest movies, if not his film debut. Scott Glenn and Michael Pare have small parts. Danny DeVito, again, has a very small role, but kind of important. They don't list the rest of the girls on here, which is weird. Oh gosh, one of them is Hannah Hall, who I like a lot. She played Judith Myers in the Rob Zombie remake of Halloween, and she's been in some other stuff too that I've really dug. And I cannot think of the name of the actress, but she plays JJ on Criminal Minds, which I watch from time to time. She was one of the sisters in here as well. And I totally dig this movie. I never get tired of watching it. I watch it at least once a month. Sorry, my throat. Yet another, and this is the last of the chick flicks, but it is Girl Interrupted. And yes, 3rd time in a row, it is a movie based on a book, and I actually prefer the movie to the book. Go figure. I loved Winona Ryder in this. Angelina Jolie, of course, was brilliant. It features Elizabeth Moss, who I am currently obsessed with in The Handmaid's Tale. She's so absolutely brilliant in that show, but I love her so much. Whoopi Goldberg, Vanessa Redgrave, oh God, Clea Duvall, just a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant cast. Angela Bettis, who I love from the made-for-TV version of Carrie. She's in here as well. Not a huge part, but I like Angela Bettis a lot. Just a great, 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 great cast. Really powerful movie. And here comes the loud train, especially if you have ever suffered from any type of mental illness, an eating disorder, anything that would possibly lead to you being institutionalized for any period of time for inpatient care. I have not been. There have been times in my life I wish I had been, and that tells you a lot about me. But yes, love, love, love this movie. All right, my family film, I actually own it both on DVD and Blu-ray, is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I want to make this known right here and now. I despise Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton film. I hated Johnny Depp's version of Willy Wonka. There's some people in the cast like Anna Sophia Robb that I typically dig a lot, but I absolutely despised that movie. Like, hated with a passion. Like, I wish I could erase it from my memory. This one, however, I am obsessed with. I adore it. When I bought the Blu-ray, when I buy a Blu-ray, I get rid of the DVD, and I actually didn't realize I had both until I went to pull these out, and I'm looking at the back of the special features, and honestly, the only reason that I am keeping... Ooh, wait. Okay. The only reason I was actually keeping the DVD is because I thought it had a different featurette. But let's see, it says... Pure Imagination, the special features I'm comparing. Delectable documentary, Pure Imagination, the story of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This one says Pure Imagination. Okay, that's on there. Feature-length audio commentary with the Wonka Kids. Mouth-watering commentary with the Wonka Kids. Okay, 4 sing-along songs, 4 scrumptious sing-along songs. Behind-the-scenes 1971 featurette, and this one says Tasty Vintage featurette, probably same thing, and this one has a photo gallery, and this one has the theatrical trailer. This one does, so the only difference is that the the Blu-ray does not list the photo gallery. So actually I could sell off my, my DVD now that I have the Blu-ray. Because I love special features. I'm one of those people that's into them. I know a lot of people don't really care for them that much. I also really don't like the cover art, now that I'm looking at it on this DVD. Like, Charlie's face looks so strange to me. It looks very unnatural. Like, this you can tell is like how the gang looked in the movie. But Charlie's face right here looks really, really odd. So yeah, I'm probably going to sell this. There's a company where... My husband and I periodically gather up DVDs that we either don't watch anymore, or if we end up upgrading for Blu-ray, we sell them, and we probably get 50 cents for them if we're lucky. But it's better than donating them and getting nothing, especially when we don't have any really good, thrift stores that benefit anybody to donate to around here. So I would rather just make a little money off of it. Why not? Okay, and last but not least, you might have guessed by my description, my all-time favorite movie in life is The Silence of the Lambs. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen it. The very first time, though, being opening day, which I still remember was Valentine's Day, 1991, and I thought it was so freaking ironic and awesome that they would show such a creepy, dark movie and have it debut on Valentine's Day, which is such a typical date night. But I actually went and saw it with my friend Elaine, and I think also her friends Nicole and Nadine, twin sisters, might have come with us. I don't remember for sure if the girls came, but I know it was Elaine and I fell in love with it. And honestly, I was into Jodie Foster prior to this movie, but this was when the love took the hardcore hold of my heart. I just worship her. I think she's amazing. I respect her so much as a human being. I love that she kept her private life private for so long, that she still continues to do so to such a large degree. Not everything that happens in a celebrity's life is our business, and I really respect the choices that she's made. And I respect the choice that she made when she founded Egg Pictures, which was her own production company, and then ultimately disbanded it because she said, you know what, I don't remember if she had both of her children by then or just one of her sons, said, you know what, I just don't have the time to dedicate to this that I want to now that I'm a mom. I'd rather just, focus more on being a mom and, directing and doing acting gigs when I feel like it and when I, come across a project that I love. But the production company's too much right now, and she decided on her own, we're just going to disband it, and I respect that. I really do. I don't think women should ever have to make a choice between career and family, and she certainly hasn't had to choose between the two. She's continued to work and do amazing projects. But yeah, I just adore this movie. I love everything about it. She was perfection. Anthony Hopkins was perfection. It's the one movie, it's probably the one and only movie that if I flip channels and it's on, it doesn't matter if it's 10 seconds into the movie or 10 minutes from the end or halfway through, or if I'm exhausted and want to go to bed, if I flip to the channel and it's on, whether it's on cable or cut to shreds on broadcast television, I must watch it till the end. It's just like a thing. And I really wish I could tell you how many times I've seen it. Well over 100, I'm sure. But yes, number one favorite movie. There are a lot of honorable mentions that I would love to share with you guys, but I'm following the rules. I'm sticking with just 5. But again, I may do a follow-up video at some point where I share with you some of my other favorites. But in a pinch, and having to choose 5, and without giving it too much thought, those are the 5 that I chose. So anyway, thank you so much to Leslie for tagging me in this. This was really fun to shoot. I am not a tagger per se, because I never want to single anyone out or make anyone else feel left out. So I'm tagging any one of you who is watching this and has a channel to do it. I would be super curious to see what your top 5 choices would be. And thank you all so much for watching. Obviously, it's like the end of the working day and it's a Friday evening, so there are a lot of trains heading home from New York City and headed to New York City. I guess people getting ready to have weekend plans, so I apologize for all the noisy trains going by. I picked the wrongest, and yes, I know that's not a word, but the wrongest time to shoot this video, but I wanted to make sure I got it done today. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to leave comments down below of what your 5 favorite movies are if you don't have a channel, or even if you do and you don't intend to do this tag. I would just love to know what your 5 favorite films are. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and I'll be back with more stuff. Bye.